We are back here with some more New York Mets franchise action here on MLB The Show 24. And we're going to continue to simul in here through the month of May into June. And it's really going to have to be probably time to start thinking about maybe making a move. I mean, right now we're 12 games out of the division. 12. I mean, we're not even close to the Braves. We're not close to the Phillies. We're pretty much not in this division at the moment. I mean, we're going to have to finish off this month really, really well. Get, I guess, under 10 games, at least hopefully in the next few weeks into June. Because I'm just not seeing where we're going to be able to compete with either of these teams. We saw the last series we just saw us play Philadelphia and Atlanta. And, I mean, we'd had to sweat both of them. But right now, this team is kind of on the brink of what do you do? Do you decide to trade some guys right now? What do you do? Now, Senga has been pitching fantastic. And look at these 3 starts. 21 innings pitched, 22 Ks, 0.86 whip, ERA, 1.1 whip. I mean, he is pitching very, very well. I don't even know how that war's not over 1 at the moment. But man, great job getting him. It's, like acquiring a trade on its own. So that is good to see. I'm just not sure it's going to be enough. So we get more into scouting. We'll look at John Hampton. Has that 65 to 99 potential. Could be a high potential, high overall pitcher. 4 pitches. Looks good. We'll look at George Kinslaw as well. 19 years old, junior college. Looks like a solid hitter. Good vision. So that could be something as we try to discover new prospects as well. So I think we'll stick with those 2 guys right now. Trying to figure out who we're going to take with that first pick. Because right now I'm not even sure who we would go with. We simmed through the rest of May here. Looks like we took 2 out of 3 from the Dodgers, now going to Arizona. Took 2 out of 3 from San Francisco as well, and look like we're not too good so far. Losing twice to Arizona there. 4 games set, so maybe we can split with Arizona here. We're going to lose that, and we got 1 more game here. So we possibly could get swept here by Arizona and drop to 26 and 35. Now we are 15 and a half games out of first place. Not what you want to see. We are definitely in nowhere near contention of the division this year. Could still be a wild card, but right now I know it's June and you got a few months left. You got about a month and a half left until, or even almost 2 months left until the trade deadline, all through June into July. But I have no problem making a call sooner rather than later and get ahead of the game. Sean Manaea pitching very well in AAA, so maybe he can be called back up. But, looks like Paul Skeens has been called up to the majors. So that's interesting. But, yeah, that's what I mean. Just like that. Is it time to rebuild now? It's a possibility. I think we're going to explore trades. We might make a big trade here and just make that decision right now. Yeah, 16 and a half out. Not looking good. We're just, not that great of a team. We really aren't. We just don't have the pitching. The lineup is very top heavy. Bottom half, not that good. I think Acuna, could you think about possibly bringing up guys right now? But I'm not sure. He's only hitting 259 right now. At least the on base is at 345. I'd like to see the slugging up a little bit more. I mean, he's obviously not going to give you too much of a power. Yeah, not right now, but he's definitely a candidate to be called up September for sure. Now, Jose Butto, 5-1 right now in AAA, pitching very, very well, even though you can see he's dropping a little bit. Last year in 7 starts, went 1-4 ERA, 3.64 and 42 innings pitched. But right now, solid, 5-1, 3.84, 1.44 whip. And Manaea is dominating down here in AAA, as he should. I mean, you probably should dominate down here. So we have some candidates to be called up. We definitely need help pitching-wise. But, is Manaea or McGill, are they guys that we can rely on in the future? I don't think so. I think he's probably more of a bullpen guy. Obviously started 7 games this year. We sent him down. ERA near 6. I don't think he's going to be a guy that can really rely on a starter. Maybe a 4 or 5 guy. Maybe. But we got to really think about building up this rotation, building up this, pitching farm system, which isn't, very strong at all. So that's something we really have to look at. Jet Williams so far, 279, 4 home runs, 370 on base. Clifford only has 4 home runs. Like to see more power from him. Jeremy Rodriguez is cooled off, 276. but still, hitting the ball well. We saw Colin Houck. He was hitting the ball well in the month of May. He's hitting a clean 289 right now in Double-A. Hopefully some of those guys can progress up to Triple-A this year. But I think right now we got to look at Pete Alonso. The average has gone up. Home runs now up to 22. So I think him, could be Diaz, but that contract's going to be tough to get rid of. We're going to definitely make some trades here. I think we're probably going to make a big one here. I'm thinking Alonso's going to be up. I'm ready. I think Nemo's good. Alvarez hopefully he'll be back shortly. Jose Quintana, he might be a trade target as well. And with him pitching very well, there's going to be some teams that are in playoff contention that could use another starting pitcher. So, and obviously it's going to be a little bit of a rental. I don't know how much you would want contract-wise going to next year, but same thing. David Peterson, maybe. Trying to look at these trade targets. Jorge Lopez could be another bullpen arm that a playoff team would want, and we can get somebody for. But Pete Alonso, I think, is going to be the number one guy. I think it's time, thought about possibly keeping on to him, holding on to him, re-signing him if we were making a playoff run. It could be a possibility, but the way things are turning out this season, that's just not going to happen. Free agent next year, we're going to try to make a deal. And we are looking at Minnesota. We are looking right now. First, we're looking at Walker Jenkins and maybe Charlie Soto, but we're looking at Emmanuel Rodriguez as a possibility. Obviously, they got some outfield depth here so far. 9 home runs, 290 average in AAA. And then also looking at possibly, because Jenkins is only 19, I wouldn't mind acquiring somebody that's almost ready to go, though. More of an MLB ready prospect. Let's go, they got Carlos Correa, the big contract. Let's take a look at Brooks Lee, 23 years old, has a chance probably to make the majors. You can see he is going up. He's a solid hitter, very good plate discipline. He can play third or second, so he's not going to play short, obviously, with Lindor. And Charlie Soto, only, 18 years old, plus fastball, can hit triple digits, plus slider. You know what? I think this is more the deal we want. And we're going to make this deal. So we're just going to make the deal right here. Brooks Lee, Charlie Soto, and Brooks Lee, welcome to this Mets organization. And he's going to get the call up right away. We're going to move him to second base. We'll move McNeil, I believe, over to first. As for number-wise, we're going to give him... you know what? Let's go down. How about 20? Maybe... If you guys have a number you want to see, let me know. We're going to go with 21 right now for Brooks Lee. But I think this is a solid player. I think the infield, reality, we probably need more of outfield. There's no doubt about it. But he's ready to go. So we're going to get into the major league debut here of Brooks Lee. And hopefully he will be a mainstay on this team. A future piece. Cannot wait to get this one going. We'll give him a whole rest of the season here in the majors. And hopefully in Season 2, he is ready to go. So let's get into the debut of Brooks Lee. Welcome to the Mets. No more Pete Alonso. It's rebuild time. Here we go. First pitch, he takes the cutter for a strike. Now, the thing is with this trade, too, as Brooks Lee does have a chance to make the majors in real life. I know he was reassigned, but he does have a chance. Is that maybe we could have got a little more for Pete Alonso. There's a possibility. There's been rumors for him with the Cubs. Pete Crow Armstrong, a guy that the Mets know very well, drafted him. There's a possibility they would try to go after him. I don't think they would be able to acquire him at all. So I still think this is a top-of-the-line prospect, top 100 here in this game, number 2 in the Twins system. Twins need that first baseman. They're trying to get that World Series trophy. Makes a lot of sense. And I like Charlie Soto as well. I think he could be... the dominant stuff he has, he could be a number 3-2 guy in a few years as this one's ripped into right field, but it's going to be caught for the out. So I like the trade. I really do. Alonso, there's no guarantee he stays there in Minnesota. He's going to have to re-sign a deal, obviously. So, that's the other thing. How many prospects are you going to get when you have, more of a rental type guy? Alonso's going to demand a lot of money for sure. The average is starting to get up with him. The power is there. One of the best power bats in baseball. But we decided to make the move now. You could say it's a little early. I know it's the beginning of June, but a lot of season to play. But right now, the way it's going, we're just not going to compete. Cutter fouled away there. So 2-2 pitch here to Brooks Lee, and the pitch, and that's going to be strike three. Tough sinker there. Tell you what, during this game, you can see the glitching out, man. My recording system sometimes, I've definitely edited the settings a little bit, but man, it was just completely messing up. And a lot of the times, I can't see it. I mean, if I have the monitor on the other side where I'm looking, sometimes you see it for a second and you look over, but it's fine. And when you get into editing like this and you see it, it's hard to see. But so sorry for the kind of mess ups there, but hopefully it'll be fixed for the future. Like I said, messing with some settings on the computer, and hopefully it'll be working out a lot better. But trying to look for the first hit here for Brooks Lee. So far, 0 for 3. And the pitch is that one's going to be fouled away. So he's getting some good swings in there, but just trying to even it out and getting this one into fair play, as that one's going to be taken for a ball outside. Down 6-2 here against the Nats. Looking like we're going to take another L. Another pitch outside. So, yeah, he's got a very good eye. You know, obviously right now swinging with him, I'm the one that got the batting eye, but you're trying to play into that, game, obviously. So, good eye. He's got a very good, discipline's going to be there. But power, he's not going to be the biggest power guy, but still, he can definitely be up there with some power. Maybe hit 20, 25 home runs, which we'll take. High average. Like I said, multiple positions, can play defensively. Solid defender. I mean, he's a top 100 prospect for no apparent reason. I mean, he's a very talented player. 3-2. Fouling another one away. So a great at bat here. This is what you want to see from a young player. 8-pitch at bat. Pitch number 9 coming here from Thompson. And he takes it inside for ball 4. So a great at bat, just like you see. Good patience, takes the walk. Obviously, I'm not sure if it's going to be really enough, as this is a ground ball and possibly a game-ending double play, and it is, and the Nats will get the victory. 6-2. So an unsuccessful debut, but hey, we get the walk. I know we didn't get a hit or anything, but a walk, but I can't wait to see what Brooks Lee can definitely do. I think it's going to be a great acquisition. Charlie Soto is going to be fantastic as well, at least hoping. You got to hope so, right? But I think now what we're going to do is I think we sim through the rest of, close to the rest of June. I'd like to get into a game against the Yankees there. I think we'll get into a game against New York, and then we're just going to go kind of all out with this one. And we're going to go all the way to the draft, and we'll probably stop there. Let's look at Derek Yeager, or Yeager, however you want to pronounce that one. 18 years old. Man, he has got some heat. Possibly near triple digits on the four-seamer and a cutter. Great slider. We're going to take a look at him. He could be a first-round pick. Look at Domingo Morales. Same thing. Very good fastball slider. Got a sweeper two-seamer. He could be more of a second-round guy right around that 45 range. And look at Fabio Chavez. That's a great name. There you go. 18 years old. Looks like a solid hitter. Right fielder. Could be later in there right now, saying 137. We'll see how that ends up. So I think we'll continue with those three for right now for scouting as we go into week 11. And you can see Yeager, or like I said, Yeager, however you want to pronounce that one. Right now, he's right there at 23 for our draft rank, 33 for the major league ranks. So that's a possibility. Now, Domingo Morales at 100%, so we can get rid of him. There you go. Chavez at 55. Right now, the potential is at 77. I don't know if I want to continue with that anymore. That could be just like a later round pick. We'll look at Kenny Roach as well. Pitcher, lefty, 21 years old. Good fastball, splitter, looking pretty good. He's actually not ranked. So that could be a very, very late pick possibility. We'll continue with Chavez and Yeager and continue to move on. It's not looking pretty good. Well, it will be Sweet Texas at least, but still. Lost three in a row there, and Phil Bickford's going to be out for a little bit. And let's get into the next scouting bit here. All right, so we've got a few weeks left. I still don't know who's going to be our first pick. And obviously, picking later on, I mean, might have a guy or two, but doesn't mean they're going to be there. I think Yeager looks pretty good. Solid. I mean, we have it right now at 38, but man, if you're really, throwing the heat that he's throwing, and he's like a B potential maybe, you can definitely build him up. So we're going to need pitching. I think pitching is a big time need for this team for sure. I mean, we're going to have to build it up. So, I mean, pitcher could be the number one pick for sure. Here's Eric Tyler. Yeah, I mean, he looks solid too. He could be only 18 years old. Right now they have him at 23 in the rank. So we'll see. Let's take a look at Eric Tyler. Go from there. Hopefully, he could be the guy too. We'll see. At 19, we could definitely... It's so tough. I mean, right now I'm not seeing a clear guy. Horatio Hartnett, we'll take a look at him. He's a power third baseman. Man, he looks like he's about 35 years old, though, in that picture. I will have to say, some of these portraits they've had this year, these guys don't look like... I mean, are you telling me that guy's 18 years old? Yeah, right. Like Horatio Hartnett, that guy's 21. The dude looks like the terrorist from Die Hard. I don't think he's 21 years old. Yeah, I don't think so at all. So I wish they need to work on that. But right now, we are 16 games out of first place. Phillies and Braves tied right now at 51 and 27. We're only 5.5 out. Look at the Reds have lost 8 in a row, but we're only 5.5 out of the wild card. We only have to surpass, 3 teams? Well, technically 4. Well, 3. No, only 3 because the Phillies, Braves right now, each one's up there. Take a look at everybody else. Look at the Orioles, man. Wow. 33 and 46. Disappointing this year. Twins 51 and 28 now. Just got Pete Alonso, so that's going to help them out to make that AL run. Astros with a 16-game lead over the Rangers. So the wild card in the AL, still obviously close. Yankees, Blue Jays, Red Sox. You got the Rangers, the defending champs, Angels, and Tigers right there at 3.5 back. But yeah, that is why we got rid of Alonso. Our division hopes are definitely gone. Still have a chance at the wild card, which is wild. It's crazy to think that we have a chance. It's just the NL this year. I mean, we're 35 and 43, and we're only 5.5 out. Man, that is crazy to think about. Let's see what Brooks Lee has done since we acquired him. So far, 52 at-bats. He's got 12 hits, 4 doubles, 1 home run, 6 ribbies. He's got the 6 walks, 231 average, 670 OPS. But he's only 23 years old. He'll continue to improve. So, I still think it's a great acquisition for sure. Lindor right now leads us in RBI and home runs. Obviously, with Pete Alonso now gone. He also leads in stolen bases and average. So Lindor is just leading us in all categories, which is not surprising. I think Brandon Nimmo's the only guy up there that maybe could be worthy of, maybe leading us in home runs and maybe average in RBI. But other than that, it's really just Nimmo and Lindor. That's really it. Look at Francisco Alvarez, though. Batting a clean 115. Man. Since coming back from injury, he has done absolutely nothing. Gonna have to see improvement there. But there's just nobody else to really replace him with. I mean, he's very young still. But, man, that is a abysmal 115. Severino leads us wins with 7. Hauser with 5. Senga up there with 4. And, yeah, look at David Peterson. He is struggling as of late. He definitely is. Those ERAs are high for the whole team. Senga is pitching well. And really, as for starters, that's really about it. Even Jose Quintana has fallen back a little bit. He's still pitching well. 1.34 whip, 3.87 ERA. You cannot complain about that. But he's dropped just a little bit. But yeah, some of these guys on here just not doing too well. But there's nobody to really replace him with. Now, Jose Butto, we could possibly bring him up, even though you can see he's dropping. But so far in AAA, he's not pitched half bad. My only thing is he has only 3 pitches. He's 6-1 with 3.66 ERA, 1.48 whip. So the whip may be a little higher than you wanted to. And Sean Manaea down there in AAA is dominating. 5-2, ERA about 1 something. I mean, he's pitching very, very well. And you know what? I'm thinking about possibly moving David Peterson. And Lazaro Montes could be a possibility. Power hitter. for the Mariners, and they do need a pitcher. Now, I know he's struggling, but he's only 28. You still have 2 years of arbitration with him. You know what? We continue to try to build up this outfield, build up this minor league system. I think we'd make this deal. They seem interested in it. We'll get rid of some salary there. Let's make the deal. So we make another trade there. And then, you know what, Jose Butto, we're going to move him up to the majors. And I think that's who will start against the Yankees. We'll bring him up, make the start against the Yankees, the good, Subway Series. Always that rivalry in New York. Anybody else? Yeah, so I think we'll leave Montez there in AAA. So we'll get in this game here against the Yankees. Garrett Cole on the mound for them. We saw just 2.5 games out of first place. So this will be a really good test for a young pitcher against a fantastic lineup. A bunch of guys that can absolutely mash the ball. And the Yankees trying to make a deep playoff run. Trying to get back to the World Series, a place they haven't been at in a long, long time. Now, Jose Butto, let's see what he did last year in 7 starts. 1-4, 3.64 ERA. Not too bad. Just not getting the run support. So let's get into this game. Gleyber Torres comes to the plate. He is having a great season. And I think he's wearing the wrong number. I think so. Isn't Torres like 25 or something? I've noticed that with a few times. We had to fix Harrison Bader's. That's a nice pitch there for strike 3. Yeah, I've noticed. I mean, Bader, we had to switch. Bader was wearing 5. So I don't know what is up with that one this year. Like, why numbers are just, I don't know. I don't understand. But that one's going to be ripped down the line. That is going to be possibly a double, and throw from Marte is not going to be in time. So that's Verdugo's 13th double of the season. I mean, this lineup is ridiculous. Here comes Aaron Judge to the plate. And he'll take that pitch outside for a strike. 296 average, 28 home runs. So he is more on pace for over 50 plus this year. And the pitch, and pops him up. Yeah, we're not at the All-Star break yet. So he could be on pace to get 60 again. He really could. And I, 100% could believe he could easily do this. With the lineup, you put him, you got Verdugo in front. You got Soto behind him right now. I'm not really sure what you do against this lineup. I guess you go after Stanton. So we have 2 out, man on second, Verdugo. And just got to be careful with him. Don't give him anything to hit. Really, his zone is everywhere. One of the best oppo hitters, especially oppo power. 3-2, see if he's going to chase. He doesn't. That was a really nice changeup. He doesn't take, but that's okay. Put him on. We'll go to Stanton here with 2 away and go after him. Even though Giancarlo, when he is on, he can absolutely mash. 18 home runs right now so far in this season, and the 1-0. Ground ball to Lindor. That should be good. Force it second, and that will be the first inning there. All right. Now, the question is going to be how long can Butto go for? I always say for guys like this, if I get 5, that's good. As Garrett Cole on the mound, 9-2, 2.35 ERA, 1.12 WHIP. He's having a great season. 6.2% walk rate. Wow. As here comes Francisco Lindor. We saw leading us pretty much in every category right now statistically. 0-2, and he's going to get hit right there on the backside. So Lindor gets on, obviously a stolen base threat. And here comes Jeff McNeil to the plate. Pitch is going to be up high. McNeil, 2 home runs, 14 RBI. That is it. He's played the entire season. Makes no sense. As McNeil's going to go down swinging there for out number 1. And now bring Brandon Nimmo here to the plate as we're going to go off with Lindor. Throw over to second base. Not in time. Lindor will be in there with the stolen base. Is that number 14 on the season? It is. So now Nimmo has a chance here. Right back to Cole. Right back to him. And Lindor's not going to be able to go anywhere there. So now we need a 2-out hit from Starling Marte. And very late on that fastball. Right up and in. Those are tough. Man, that was there to hit as well. Just timing not there right now for Marte. Late on that fastball. 0-2 now from Cole. Goes back to the fastball. Might as well, right? if you're late on both of them, and that time late again, pops it up, out number 3. So the stolen base doesn't go anywhere. Let's go to the second inning as Anthony Volpe comes to the plate. He'll take that pitch up high. I mean, even in Volpe, you got DJ LeMahieu. Yeah, this lineup's ridiculous, as that's going to be down low for a ball. Second walk allowed here, and now LeMahieu has a chance here to open things up in this second inning. Curveball up high, and that's the thing with 3 pitches too. Yes, we're going to have a little bit of a mound visit. You can see the 22 pitches so far, 10 balls. So that's the thing. I mean, with 3 pitches, if you don't have one of them working, that is no good. Now, I would have to say, in reality, a lot of starting pitchers do really only maybe go with 2 to 3 pitches per game, as that's a 5-4-3 double play to end the second. So that's what we want to see. But in reality, I mean, they really go only probably 3 pitches per, game per start. Sometimes stuff's not working, got to go with something else. Usually is the case. As Brooks Lee to the plate. I'd like to see him end up this season maybe with a 260, 270 average. Just a little bit of more, if he can get up to around like 10 home runs, I think that would be good. But nothing there as we now head to the top half to the third. 1 away here for Gleyber Torres at the plate. 1-0. That is ripped as Lee's going to stop it. And not going to be in time to get Torres, but that was absolutely hammered off the bat. Is that to say 105, 106 exit velo? Absolutely ripped. As now Verdugo coming to the plate. 9th pitch of this at bat, 3-2, and he's going to take the walk. So you can see a little bit of control issues with Buto. We thought that was could be a possibility. 3 walks here. And now you got Judge. Number 1 in RBI with 69 on the season. This is going to jam him, but this is going to get out of play. So 1-1 here to Aaron Judge. Just got to be very careful, and that's a nice pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 1-2 going to the changeup. As this one is ripped up the middle and a base hit. Torres is going to score. Verdugo to third, and he's rounding to the plate. What are you doing? And he's thrown out at home plate. I don't know what happened there. He missed the sign or something. So we luck out on an out there instead of first and third with Soto coming to the plate. Now we got 2 away. 3-2 here to Juan Soto, and he's going to get jammed to foul this one off. Go 3-2 once again. Fastball. That is not what you want to see. I said it earlier. This one back, and it's out of here. Juan Soto, 2-run shot. You got to be so careful against him. He is fantastic at not only, opposite field hitting, just opposite field power. He is so good. And now it's a 3-0 game. So I was hoping maybe 5 innings from Jose Buto, but right now, not looking good. We're going to have to just get out of this 3rd inning, and they'll get it. Strike 3 there to Giancarlo Stanton. But Soto adds a 2-run shot, 3-0 Yankees, and we'll now head to the 4th, and it's still a 3-0 game as DJ LeMahieu coming to the plate, and LeMahieu gets a hold of one. Deep in the left, that's going to be off the wall. Nimmo up with it. LeMahieu on his way to second base. He'll slide in there safe with a 1-out double here in the 4th. So now we got to be thinking about possibly getting the bullpen working here. As Peraza is going to foul one away. 2-2 here to Oswald. And swing and a miss for strike 3. So I have to say, that 12-6 has been very good. It's been a solid pitch. If you can just locate the fastball a little bit more, that would be what you need. 0-1 here to Trevino, and he gets a hold of this one deep in the left. It's going to curve foul, though. Definitely had the distance to get out of here. 0-2, and that's going to be caught there by McNeil at first. So the 1-out double from LeMahieu doesn't come back to cost us. Gets out of that 4th inning. Just need the offense to get going, but man, when you got Garrett Cole on the mound, it's just tough. We have yet to get a hit, and that might be our first. As Jeff McNeil rips this one into left field, he'll be on his way to second base. And we're finally on the board. Took us 3 innings, but finally here in the 4th, we get a hit on the board. Let's even get a run on the board. Here comes Marte, and he swings through that slider. It'll just be fouled away. Now he's early, can't get the timing right. 1-2 once again. Gets the timing on this one as he puts this one in the right field. And Marte comes through with a big 1-out hit here in this 4th inning and gets us on the board. 3-1. That's going to bring up DJ Stewart to the plate. Now, Stewart's had a rough season, but he has been hitting well as of late. You can see 357 in his last 4, 5 for 14. Does have some pop. And the pitch. And he rips this one up the middle for a base hit. Marte stays there at second base. No reason to test that one. All right, 1st and 2nd. Got a man in scoring position here with 2 away. And it's up to the youngster Brooks Lee to try to come through with a 2-out hit here. But he gets jammed. Cole with it. Over to first. Got him. Tough to turn on a 98-mile-an-hour fastball. But at least Marte comes through with a hit. And we got a 3-1 game. As Verdugo rips that one base hit. We haven't yet to really get him out. He has just been excellent in this game. So, yeah, I'd like to get through this inning with Buto. If we can do that, that would be a win. Oh, don't be careful hanging a pitch like that to Aaron Judge. Got to be careful with that one. 1-2, and he swings through the fastball for strike 3. So maybe Judge just having a bit of an off day. Hey, we'll absolutely take that. But Juan Soto isn't. Has the 2-run shot, has a walk. And when you don't get pitches like that called, that's not going to help out your case. 1-1, but man, that 12-6 looking pretty good. Can we get it again? And we do! We strike out Soto on the 12-6 curveball. And Buto will get out of the 5th inning. And I'm thinking maybe end it there. We'll take it. 5 innings does allow the 3. Maybe bring him back. I'm not sure. All right, so now the offense. We got to Cole last inning. Can we start something here? And as Alvarez is going to take a walk. So that's what we like to see. And brings Francisco Lindor to the plate. And Lindor will take the cutter inside for a strike. So far, 0 for 1 hit by a pitch at the stolen base there in the 1st inning. 0-1 to Lindor. And they're going to say he went. Man, okay, all right. Not sure about that. So that'll work into an 0-2 count here for Lindor. Tough to double up. Pitch. Left that one, and we might have a double play here, or it's thrown into left field. Alvarez on his way to 3rd. Lindor in there to 2nd base. And it could have been an inning-ending double play. And it ends up being a big-time error. Wow. That's not always the easiest. You're throwing kind of into the runner, and the timing just off. We really have to take advantage now. Here comes Jeff McNeil, and that's exactly what we do. McNeil, who gave us our first hit, is going to add another one here. 2 runners score, and we're tied up at 3 apiece here in this 5th inning. Finally getting to Garrett Cole, getting used to it 2nd time around, getting that timing down. As Nimmo takes the pitch down low. Still just 1 down here in this 5th inning. Man, this inning could have been gone. Cole has got to be very angry on the mound as Nimmo gets a hold of this one. Deep into right field, and it's going to be out of here. Brandon Nimmo with a 2-run home run to give us the 5-3 lead. His 12th of the season, as Cole just left that one hanging up a little bit too much, and Nimmo took advantage. Wow. All right. Well, this game was not looking good. It really wasn't. And you know, you didn't really, I don't know if we had much hope to begin with coming into this game. You know, the Yankees a far more superior team. But, hey, any given day, right? Right now, performing well. And hopefully this bullpen can hold on to this lead. As Drew Smith comes out of the pen, he's having a solid season. 26th appearance here. 4-0, ERA 2.31, looking pretty good. Can he, keep this team at bay? 0-1 to Mayhew. That's a solid fastball right there on the corner. 0-2. Slider away. Works out perfectly for strike 3. Gets out of the 6th easily. All right. Let's go to the 7th. We'll keep Drew Smith in the game. That's a really nice slider that Torres just took. That was a tough take. 2-2. And get him looking on strike 3 to get out of the 7th. So Drew Smith comes in. Perfect 6th. Perfect 7th. And now Brooks Raley's going to come in here. He is another one, at least in this bullpen. At least we have a couple bullpen arms that have been very, very good this year. We just can't get Verdugo out. We're just going to say that. Can't get him out. As he rips a base hit to start off this 8th inning. And that's going to bring up you-know-who, Aaron Judge, to the plate. And he'll take that pitch right on the corner for a ball. Like I said, when you don't get the calls either, it doesn't help you. 2-1 to Judge, and he fouls away that circle change. Works it to a 2-2. Pitch. Up the middle. That's going to get through for a base hit. Verdugo is going to stop there at second base. So now you got 2 on. Nobody out to start off this 8th inning. And here comes Juan Soto to the plate. And he'll take the pitch outside. Works it to a 3-2 count. Don't want to load the bases for Stanton. And it's going to be fouled away there. Would love a double play ball here. 3-2. Hits this one deep. Marte over, should have a play on it, but Verdugo is going to advance over to third base. So double play still an act here for when Stanton comes to the plate. If we still get a ground ball, we can get a double play and end this inning. So we're going to bring Jorge Lopez out of the pen. 1.8 ERA. He's pitched very, very well this year. Now Stanton's going to foul that one away. Love the sinker here down low, maybe a little ground ball, get a double play. That's not what's going to happen. As Stanton rips this one to left, base hit. Verdugo soars, Judge on his way to third base. Stanton stays there at first, and the Yankees get one back here, and it's a 5-4 game. So Anthony Volpe to the plate, a chance to tie this game up with a base hit. 0-2 from Lopez. And they're going to say he went there for strike 3. So that is a big strikeout there. Because a fly ball would have scored a run as well. So here comes DJ LeMahieu. Has a double, 1 for 3. Takes the pitch outside for a ball. Doesn't have the greatest runner in scoring position average this year at 211. But it's going to come through here. Rips a base hit. Yankees tie this game up in the 8th. So Rowley and Lopez, not their best day. Game tied up again at 5 apiece as we get a ground ball over to first base to end the inning, but the damage done. Yankees tie this game up, and we got a heck of a ball game here. 5-5. Good rivalry there, Yankees, Mets. You know, you got the crosstown rivals. Definitely a cool game. Definitely want to get into a game against the Yankees for sure. So let's go to the 8th. Here comes Harrison Bader here with 1 away. 2-2 pitch. See if we can get somebody on here. Get something rolling here in this 8th inning. Bader, this one is going to be blooped into right field down for a base hit. And obviously we know Bader's got very good speed. Good base running ability. So here comes DJ Stewart to the plate. 2-2 to him. Bader off of the pitch. Stewart's going to swing and a miss for strike 3, but Bader is on his way to second base. He is in there safe with a stolen base, but Stewart strikes out, and that's going to leave it up to Brooks Lee here with 2 away in this 8th inning, trying to take the lead. 0 for 3 so far in this ball game. This would be a big moment for a young player and a guy that just came over from the trade. And Lee gets a hold of this one, hit into left field. Bader rounding third. Here comes the throw, and he's in there. Brooks Lee comes away with maybe a game-winning RBI single here in the 8th. That is what I wanted to see. That is great. Hey, we didn't have the greatest debut. 0 for 3 with a walk. We saw it, but man, to come through with a big-time hit there, that is awesome. As Alvarez is going to ground this one to first base for out number 3, but we take the lead. 6-5, Brooks Lee comes through with a big-time possible game-winning hit. And Edwin Diaz is coming out of the pen. He is looking for save number 23 on the season. He's having an all-star season. I would say him and Jorge Lopez probably could be all-stars. You can see right there at number 5 save-wise. 1-1 to Trevino. He'll take inside for a strike. Now 2-2. Pops him up. Lee underneath of it. And there you go. Out number 1 here in this 9th inning. This is a one run against this lineup, especially you got Torres coming up. The thing is, you just don't want to get the Judge. That is the big thing. Or Soto. Neither one of those. As Torres will take the pitch in for a strike. 0-2. And swing through strike 3, triple digits. 2 away here in this 9th inning. And a guy we have yet to get out in this game, Alex Verdugo. We have to get him out so we do not get the Judge. 2-1 to Verdugo. Pops him up. Marte underneath of it. Should do it. And there you go. That is a victory. 6-5 against the Yankees. Finally get out Alex Verdugo. Don't have to worry about Judge or Soto. And Brooks Lee, the game-winning hit. Absolutely take it. 6-5 your final. Lopez ends up getting the victory. Jose Butto ended up going 5. Allows 3 the 2-run shot to Soto. But I thought he battled. I thought, to me, I don't know what he is right now. To me, I don't think he is a starter. We just have to have him there because we just need bodies. As Drew Gilbert is now healthy, he is back. He will definitely be called up at some point, for sure. But, leave him in the minors right now. But Jose Butto, I think, more of a long relief guy. I think that's the case. I think that is going to be what he's more likely going to be. So let's move up Sean Manaea as well. Give him another shot because he could be a trade target. And you know what? I want to see if he can definitely improve. Charlie Soto, let's move him up to Double-A. He shouldn't be it. Let's move him up to Double-A. So Soto up to Double-A, where he was pitching. I don't know why they sent him down there. Doesn't make any sense. Any other rosters moves we want to make right now? We obviously have to. So Mike Vassell is going to be up. We got to get rid of at least one more guy here on the Major League roster. I guess Sean Reed-Foley. That's guaranteed. Yeah, he's got to go down. We're going to send him down to Double-A. And then we got to get rid of one more spot here in Double-A. It's got to be a reliever. That's fine. Josh Walker, just send him down to Class A. That's fine. As we continue here with the scouting, Eric Carter, relief pitcher. Solid potential, could be good. Still working on Greg Ullman there. And maybe Leslie Bromberg, third baseman, 18. Could be high potential. Later, maybe a 3rd-round pick. And that's going to finish off the scouting. But take a look at this to get here at the end of the All-Star break. So right now we've won 7 in a row. So we got a nice little winning streak going on here. Just out for a few days, okay. Well, make it 8 in a row. Because we win that game against the Nats. Should be fine. 12-4. We sweep the Nats. So we sweep the Pirates. We sweep the Nationals. We have won 9 games in a row. Now Adrian Hauser on the mound. And he suffers a torn rotator. Well, he's done for the season. It's not like our pitching rotation is very deep. And it's not like we have a lot of guys that can call up. But we do get the victory. We have won 10 games in a row here at the All-Star break. We are 46-49. Don't worry about the division. It's done. But we are only a game and a half out of the wild card. This is insane. I was all for selling. I still was. I still think it was I don't think we were making any noise anyway. And, it's taking a 10-game win streak here. Can we finish off the All-Star break? No, we cannot. I think we just lost that game. We did. But we are going to get to the draft here today. We're going to go through the draft, and that'll pretty much finish it off. We'll stop here at the All-Star break. But, man, we just won 10 games in a row. That's absolutely insane. So let's add the prospects to our list. We pick, obviously, 19 in the first round. So Eric Tyler, He could be our pick. Right now, you could see at number 8, he's number 23 on the big board in the majors. 8 on our list. So if he can last, I think Eric Tyler's might be the pick. We could look at also John Turnwall if Tyler is not there. Looks like a solid hitter. I mean, speed and stealing. He's going to be plus for those. We add Ramos for sure. Could be another one, but I just think his overall is a little bit too low. You know, if he was 18, I could think so. Being 21 is a little, like, I'm not really sure. I think Devin Hunter, I mean, we only have 35% right now. I mean, lefty, 18 years old, has a plus 4-seamer. We'll add him. John Hampton. It's just such a range. You know, 71. He could be a C potential, like a 50 overall. See, Derek, I'm just going to say Yeager. I mean, the velocity is going to be there. He is just going to bring you some heat all day. He could be more of a second-round guy, but at 38, I don't know if he'd be around for us to pick. So, but still, I mean, I'm going to add these guys to the board, but man, that is one guy that I think would have a high potential, and he's going to be, you know, if he could just develop some control with the high velocity he has, he could dominate for sure. George Kinslana, William Pear, that puts us around our second-round pick. Pablo Perez around our second-round pick. He's definitely going to be high potential easily, just a low overall. I'm not seeing... you know what? I don't really... This class, I'm not seeing a whole lot. You know, I think there's some talented guys in here. And we found, I think, some guys... I mean, obviously, when you get later on, you're just really going for potential. You know, their overall is not going to matter. As long as they're 18 and they have a high potential, that's what you're looking for. But I think Tyler or Turnwall could be a good first-round pick. But other than that, you know, I'm not sure what's going to really happen. I don't know. I'm not really too high on this class right now. So let's get into the draft. Got the Cleveland picking first here. So the first pick in the MLB draft, Howard Matsumoto, is going to be your number 1 pick, 21 years old. Starting pitcher, and could be high potential, high overall guy. Number 3 on the board for us. Number 2 pick is going to be Damon Gregory, starting pitcher, number 1 projected guy in the entire draft. I mean, he looks like a sure thing. Now, the doctor exam, he opted out. He's 23, but he looks more of like a sure thing for the Reds. And obviously, they're in contention now. And then Abe Hammer, what a name. Abe Hammer is going to be pick number 3 to the Colorado Rockies. Center fielder. Well, man, they're hoping for them that he can bring the hammer. He does have the injured there. I'm not sure about that. I don't know. But there you go. There's your top 3 picks. We're at 19. Let's just hope Eric Tyler lasts till 19. So Jackie's in, going to the A's. Let's see who the White Sox going to go up and pick here. We're just going to roll through the first round. We'll just roll through the first and then go to our picks from there. Number 5 is going to be Damian Madden for the Sox. Royals are on the clock here. They took Jonas Torres. Cardinals on the clock. And the Cardinals are going to go with Larry Williams. So the Angels on the clock here. So obviously we got to look at our division opponents as well. And we won't see the guys' overalls obviously until the whole signing process is over. So once all the signing process is over, we'll go back, look at these draft guys, see in division guys, top guys. I want to see, I think Damon Gregory, the number 2 pick, could be very good. He could be the top guy in this entire draft. We'll see. Nats are on the clock. They take John Hampton. So there goes John Hampton. Obviously, we did scout him. So Hampton goes off the board to the Nats. Tigers on the clock here. They're going to take Bernie Newell. So he is gone there. And that's going to leave Boston on the clock here with pick number 12. Where do they go? Jorge Cabrera, another guy we did see on our board to take a look at. Number 13, San Francisco on the clock. They're going to take Joakim Elise. So that's going to leave the Cubs on the clock here at number 14. So we're getting closer and closer here. Cubs are going to take Eric Tyler. No! Man. All right, well, Turnwall is going to have to be the pick if he's there. Seattle takes George Kinslow, who we did look at. So now Miami. So, yeah, if Turnwall is taken, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not sure where I'm going to go. Guy Harris is taken by Miami. Milwaukee now on the clock. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go if Turnwall's taken here in the next two picks. I'm going to be screwed. Maybe Yeager, I guess. Roberto Ramos going to Milwaukee. Tampa Bay now on the clock. Do they take Turnwall? And they do not. They take Devin Hunter. All right, they take Hunter, who was on our board. He just disappeared, obviously. And I guess we're going with Turnwall. Yeager is such a, he's got that, oh man, it's such a interesting choice here. Turnwall, I mean, the interest is at 33. That's very low. But hopefully we should be able to get that up, right? You got a couple weeks that you have to sign these guys. You know what? Oh, man, this is so tough. Because I think those are the two guys. I mean, Sanchez, but I don't think so. Yeah, Morales is just a high potential guy. He's not going to be a very high overall guy. You still want this first round pick to be a guy that's going to be, could possibly make the majors in a year or two. And I think Turnwall, I think both of those guys could make it in a year or two. I know they're only 18, but it seems like they have the talent. I mean, if it turns out that way. I guess we go John Turnwall here. We're going to draft John Turnwall. He will be our number one pick. There you go. Pick 19, we go John Turnwall, center fielder. He can play all outfield positions. He did opt out of the doctor's exam. He's only at 33% interest, which it doesn't help out, but, hey, we'll see. Domingo Morales ended up going to the Rockies. Yeager is still there. He is still there. We could get him here in the second round. That would be something else. I mean, he had a higher rating. That makes you think too. But, hey, it's our scouting, right? Dalton Doe going to the Nats. Angels on the clock. Who do they go? And they take Nino Vasquez. So, I think that makes it easy for us. Derek Yeager is going to be the pick. I mean, you could go with the sure thing Perez. He's going to be at least a B to an A potential. But just the ability to have a guy that can just throw triple digits, I mean, that's got to be easy, right? 18 years old. He could have just about the same potential, maybe a better overall. Yeah, I mean, man, he can just burn it. We got to take him. I think it's an easy pick. When I thought he could possibly be gone in maybe the first round, or maybe we're going to take him in the first round. We're going to draft him, and there you go. He is a part of this Mets organization. Well, not specifically yet. Obviously, if you don't know, this is your first year playing this game. You've never gone through the draft. You never tried to sign guys. It's not like the NFL. It's not like Madden. Well, I'm saying not the NFL. It's not like Madden. Guys get slotted in and they have a specific contract already given to them. Baseball is just different. You have to actually sign this guy to a contract. So there is a possibility that, now it didn't happen, they implemented this in last year's game, obviously, and it does happen. I think we only missed out on like one guy of all of our drafts last year, as Leon Pina is going to be another pick for us, but there's a possibility. That's what's scared me a little bit about Turnwall, because you have 2 weeks after this, 2.5, to sign him, and that interest will slowly occur, over those weeks. But if you get it down to like the last day and they don't sign, that's it. So this could be a little bit dangerous.
I wasn't too high on this draft anyway, but we'll see if these guys end up like, trying to sign. Single will be back. Home Run Derby, just skip that one. All-Star Game. Do we get into the All-Star Game here or not? Just let it go. No, I think we'll save that for next time. I think we'll just wait on the All-Star break. But you can see with that win streak, it just propelled us back up. We'll take a look at the standings here at the All-Star break. Rays leading, Twins leading big time, and they got the division in tow. Same with the Astros, 17-game lead. Wild card, pretty close there. You got Guardians, 5.5 out, probably the last team. Yeah, this division's going to go down to the Phillies or Braves. Cubs with the lead there, 6.5 over the Cardinals. I almost said Arizona Cardinals. But you can see we're 2.5 games out of the wild card. Interesting stuff happening here this year. If we make the wild card, I just don't understand. That would be absolutely crazy. But I think we will absolutely end this here. This has been a pretty long one. Lindor might be a starting shortstop, so that is awesome to see. But pretty much that is going to do it. We made a big trade. We got through the draft. And we'll probably finish off for the rest of this season. Maybe make a few more trades and continue to build up this Mets roster. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.